So we've got some rose bushes that we picked up at Costco, and this is the Love, and we got 2 rose bushes for $14. Probably a little expensive, but we were there and they were there. So got my little helper here today. He's gonna give me a hand in getting these planted in the ground. Will you pick up the box and I'll get the shovel, and you got your little shovel. I'll carry your shovel if you need help. There we go. You grab the box. Is it heavy? Don't poke your chin with the thorns. All right, let's go. So we had gotten some plant cuttings for some other rose bushes, and that's what that little stick is there. We had some that survived, but that one didn't. And my wife wants it right outside this window. So hopefully in a few years she'll be able to look out and see one of these flowering and nice and pretty. We've been married for 17 years this coming April, and this is one of my gifts for our 17 years together. And let's take these out here. It needs to be this deep. So I brought the long shovel here. So we're going to put it about right here, kind of in the middle of the window. I'm going to dig it a little bit bigger than it needs to be, so the roots have room to grow and expand. Look at that grub worm. A nice grub worm. You want to go fishing after a while? Alright, so now I'm going to let you take your little spade over there, and you can help clean out that hole. Alright, let's grab that plastic bag. Be careful of the thorns. I think that's going to be good. Pretty much level. So if you want to hold it, I'll take this plastic bag off. It's got this kind of a wire tie. It's nice and moist. I'm gonna set it down in here and put some soil around it. You want to do this part, and I'll hold it for you. Careful of the thorns. We brought gloves and we forgot to use them.
Can you put them on?
You can if you don't want to get your hands dirty. If you got big clumps, you can, like, see this big clump here? You could take your little shovel tool, kind of knock, yeah, crunch it up. Get the edge of it, hit it, whack it. There you go. Now you can move all that dirt into the hole. All right. There's a big one over here. We gotta hit the heck out of that one. Turn it sideways so you hit it. So you hit it on the side of the shovel, like right there. Now whack it. Let me help you. That's a big one. There we go. Get that all loosened up. All right. Push that. You want to get the trash there? We put it in this box. Put it in there beside that other one. Yeah. Keep our trash from blowing around. We're gonna put this next one right here. pretty good, pretty level. We'll put it here because I think that's more level with the center of the window. Right about there. All right, hold this, I'll take the wrapping off. You want to unwrap it? Okay. And then, yep, unroll the paper. Got your gloves on. Hand tool. You were watching Dad do that a second ago. You get the right idea now. That's good. That would be a good piece because that's, see, this is clay, so this isn't really breaking up very easy. So we'll put that down at the bottom because it'll hold it better. Hit it a few times right here. Yeah, that's good. All right, let's start setting
This one's not.
Yeah, put that clay down there. Another piece here. Let's just set it on in there. Go ahead and get to pushing. Hold the plant. Get those big pieces in there. So get in there. There's a big piece here. That's the grass top. We'll put that off to the side.
Hey, there's another one.
Ooh, yeah, pull it out. I think that's... Is that a grub worm? That's a different kind of worm. That's not a grub. That'd be a good fish bait, though. I dare you to eat it.
No.
Heck no. You get worms in your butt. Alright, let's put this little piece of grass. Get it? Alright, maybe if I step on it, it'll go down a little more. Alright, let's pick up all our trash. Put it inside the bucket there. And we have planted 2 rose bushes for Mama. So it's actually been a year plus since we planted these. I forgot to do an update. I think my wife and I were going to celebrate our 17th wedding anniversary. Well, now we're at 18 years. And this bush is doing really good. And it's, you know, as I had planned to put it there at the window so that it would grow and be visible from the window, it's just almost there. So real happy with how this one is doing. Here's that second rose bush that my son and I planted. I don't know if you call these stems stringy. Maybe there's not quite as good of sunlight over here, but it looks like the plant's kind of trying to reach out and get sun. And I thought to trim it back, but I'm just going to let it do its thing. Alright, it's been about 4 years since we planted this rose bush, and this thing is growing like crazy. The rose bush is also growing a lot too. Alright, so we need to trim it up. The goal is to get it about, I don't know if you can see that, the window behind there. We want to get it about midway to the window. So he's got his nippers, and we're going to start trimming it up. Unfortunately, we're a little bit late in the season. The buds are already starting to come out, but it's okay. This little rose bush is pretty resilient, so we're going to start cutting it about right here. And you can just let those fall. Perfect. Yeah, you just grab them and throw them on the ground. Be careful because they got the thorns. How old are you now?
11.
Yep, it's 2025. So we planted this rose bush in 2021. We're not professional trimmers, so I don't really know like where you're supposed to trim it. I just want it to be a certain height, so that's what we're going for. Come over here, you can see this coming right here. We had a bird nest. It laid about 3 or 4 eggs. You see it right there? It's hard with the thing.
The glare.
Yeah. So we're trying not to disturb that because usually they'll come back and reuse the same spot. So. Just gonna have to cut it way back because it was getting too big.
So I cut this part or no?
Yeah, you can cut it.
Like the bottom?
Oh no, it's too low. Just in that area. We're just gonna get rid of that tall stuff so that Mama can look out this window and see the flowers. It's just too high. You couldn't see out the window. And there's how that one turned out. We actually had 2 nests. So I'm sure those birds will be back. There's the other one over there. So those birds will be back this spring. We'll have little bird eggs again. And a much less overgrown rose bush. All right, so this is the other one we're gonna trim. We want to get it down to also about the middle of the window there. So let's get going on it. A couple months later, here's a look at that rose bush from Costco. This is after we trimmed it. It's in full bloom now. And actually, I think we trimmed it a little bit too high. We should have come down a little bit more. But actually, it's fine. Really happy with the way the roses look. And the smell is just phenomenal. Here's a look at that rose bush in the front of our house. It's also in bloom. This one gets a lot less sunlight than the other one I was just showing, but the blooms are coming in.